That it's a beautiful religion, but study the roots of Christianity. That Christianity in its inception was not a world religion. It wasn't a religion that was meant to be spread to the entire world. Khilafan lil Islam, basically in contradistinction to Islam. Islam was meant to spread to the entire world. Christianity, or Jesus' message, the Injil, the message of Jesus, was actually meant for Bani Israel, right? It was meant for one nation. It was, so basically we're saying Christianity doesn't have it's not equipped to root out racism, whereas Islam is, and the Prophet is. And this is not taking anything away from Prophet Isa, but it's that Prophet Isa, he was sent on a mission to Bani Israel. And read it in the Quran. He's sent to one nation, Bani Israel. He's not sent to the entire world. Jesus wasn't sent, when he was sent as a prophet, he wasn't sent to the entire world. He was sent to Bani Israel, telling them to worship only Allah and to reform them, to get their affairs together, get their act together. It wasn't meant for the entire world. So when we see Christianity and it has an inherent inability to solve the racial issue, we shouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'd venture to say, and maybe even go out on a limb, that as Christians, people who are Christian shouldn't be surprised, because your religion wasn't designed to tackle racism. The Islam was designed to tackle racism. We have this international message of Islam, and this is the message that we have to look to bring to the world, that we look to understand it, to act upon it. Now, so I don't know if we have any questions. We can take those. Of course, a lot was mentioned here tonight, but we should know what we have in this faith of ours. It's very, very powerful religion, sent to really allow us to unite our hearts and to overcome these issues of race, issues of whether this panel, inshallah, we're going to read the Prophet's last sermon, and you can see it in the last sermon. The Prophet, he's speaking to these racial issues, that no white has any preference over a black, no black has a preference over a white. That's in the last sermon. That's explicit. And our Prophet is Nabi Akhir Zaman. He's the Prophet who is sent to deal with these affairs that we face in the last days. He's sent to deal with these affairs. The interesting thing is that Jesus is too, but that even Jesus, when he comes back, he follows. What does he follow? What does he come with? He comes submitting to the message of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? He comes submitting to the message of Muhammad. He doesn't come and replace the message of Muhammad. That this is the international message, and he recognizes that. And one of the things that's really, really beautiful in the hadith literature, that when Imam Mahdi, this is a descendant of the Prophet, when he comes and he'll be leading the prayer, Imam Mahdi will be leading the prayer. Jesus will descend into Jerusalem. Jesus will come down, Imam Mahdi will step back, meaning telling Jesus, you can lead the prayer. Jesus says, no, please complete the prayer. Really beautiful sign of this religion and the power of this religion. And so Jesus himself, he knows the primacy, the dominance of Islam. This is what Allah sent the religion for, right? So we have to repeat the same exact thing that our forefathers in religion repeated and our Prophet repeated, that there's no answers except Islam, point blank. And this may seem politically incorrect. I'm sorry. Maybe maybe we want liberal solutions. The liberal solutions, the Marxism, the different movements out there, they won't give us the full answers. Islam is the only thing that will give us these full answers. And the reality of it is people gave their lives for this. Malcolm X gave his life for this. So we should be in tune with it and hold firm to that and not be afraid. Islam has its roots here in America. What I'm telling you has its roots here in America. It's just that we have to bring it back and give it life, study it, imbibe it, bring it to the street, let people know. We ask Allah for tawfiq in this regard. Of course, everything is always easier said than done, but this is the starting point. This is a starting place. That in tackling these issues of race, we have to have an Islamic vocabulary, right? Because we can have a liberal vocabulary, we can have the political vocabulary, political jargon, the political things, what everybody else is saying, but that's worldview. That's not our mode of solving things. We solve things at a level of the soul first, the level of the prophetic light. This is how we rectify our affairs. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. I say these words and seek Allah's forgiveness in these regards. We'll make dua. We got some requests for dua for a sister in the community, Thelma. Inshallah, we're going to make a prayer for her grandson. We also have another. Also have another person who is not doing well in the community. Shahzad, her brother, he's doing unwell, so we make dua for her and also for Sister Thelma's grandson. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الأولين وصل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الآخرين وصل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في كل وقت وحين وصل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. Allah grant a speedy recovery to all those Muslims who are not sick. Allah grant a speedy recovery to all those people who are unwell or sick or have any sort of affliction or ailments, Ya Allah. Allahumma la shifaa illa shifa'uk, shifa'an la yughadiru saqman wa la alama. Allahumma ashfi anta shafi la shifaa illa shifa'uk, shifa'an la yughadiru saqman wa la alama. Allahumma ishfi anta shafi, Allahumma ishfi anta shafi, la shifaa illa shifa'uk. Allah, we ask your cure, your recovery. There's no cure except your cure, Ya Allah. You are the real curer of any disease, any affliction, any sickness. So we ask you for your cure. We ask you for your mercy. We ask you for your serenity, that you heal our hearts, you heal our bodies, you heal our souls, Ya Allah. You heal our souls, the human soul right now. The human race is suffering. The human race is in crisis, Ya Allah. We ask you for the healing of Islam. We ask you for the healing of your Prophet, the healing of the religion, the healing upon the prophetic methodology. We ask you to bind hearts together, Ya Allah. Allahumma alif bayna qulubina. Allahumma staw awratina. Oh Allah, cover our shortcomings. Forgive us for our shortcomings, Ya Allah. Oh Allah, forgive all those Muslims who passed on. Oh Allah, forgive our brother Yusuf. Have mercy upon our brother Yusuf. Oh Allah, grant him Jannatul Firdaus. Oh Allah, grant him, make his qabr rawdatan min riyad al-Jannah. Oh Allah, make the grave of Yusuf a garden from amongst the gardens of paradise, a meadow from the meadows of paradise. A'la faradisil jinan, amongst the highest levels in paradise, Ya Allah. We ask you to have mercy on him, to forgive him. We ask you to forgive all the Muslims. We ask you to not let any Muslim leave our gathering here today without you forgiving all of their sins. We ask you that we not leave this gathering right now, Ya Allah, until you give the shifa to Shahzad, her brother, and also Thelma's grandson. We ask you for the shifa for them, Ya Allah. We invoke you, Ya Allah. You have commanded us to call out to you, Ya Allah. We're calling out to you. Fastajib lana. So answer our call, Ya Allah. Answer our dua, Ya Allah. Forgive us and have mercy on us, Ya Allah. O Allah, inspire us with our taqwa. Allahumma alhimna rushdana. Allahumma alhimna rushdana. Allahumma alhimna rushdana. O Allah, inspire us with that which will bring us light and guidance and bring us serenity in our hearts in this life and the next. O Allah, forgive us and have mercy on us. Allahumma ahdina fi man hadayt, wa afina fi man afayt, wa tawallana fi man tawallayt, wa barik lana fi ma a'tayt, wa qina sharra ma qadayt. Allahumma qina sharra ma qadayt. فإنك تقضي بالحق ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت. اللهم اجعل القرآن ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا وجلاء أحزاننا. Allah, we ask you to make your book, the Quran, the light of our hearts, the light of our chest, the rectification of our souls. Allahumma zakki nufusana anta khayra man zakkaha. Anta waliyuha wa mawlaha. Oh Allah, we ask you to purify our egos. Allow us to overcome our egos, overcome our baser selves, Ya Allah. Oh Allah, we ask you to allow us to overcome ourselves, to bring our hearts together as a community, whether locally, on a state level, nationally, Ya Allah, that unite our hearts for good, for racial justice, and all those things that are known to be good and virtuous. We ask you to forgive us for our sins, forgive us for our shortcomings. We ask you to educate us, Ya Allah. Allahumma allimna ma yanfa'una. Allah, teach us that which will benefit us. benefit us, and allow us to avoid those things that won't benefit us or bring us harm. O Allah, Allah, free us from looking at anything that's haram. O Allah, forgive us from anything that in the past that we've looked at that is haram. O Allah, purify our hearts and not connect our hearts to anything that looking at it will harm us or harm our families. We ask you for the refuge from these things. We are suffering from these things today. People in our community are suffering from these things, Ya Allah. We ask you for your guidance, your protection, your tazkiyah, your purification, Ya Allah, your tatheer, your purification of our souls, Ya Allah. Forgive us, have mercy on us. Wallah, accept our prayers. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه والحمد لله رب العالمين ظاهرا وباطنا وعلى كل حال يا أرحم الراحمين. Okay, inshallah, we'll end here, inshallah. But we ask Allah again that He forgives, and our brother Yusuf has mercy on him, and also that He grants a speedy recovery to Thelma's grandson and to Sister Shahzad's brother, that He grants them a speedy recovery, and that He takes them into His care, and He descends His sakina upon them and His mercy upon them. Allahumma adkhilhum fi rahmatik. Allah, your mercy, and descend your mercy and your mercy on them. Ameen. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.